Before Bernie Madoff, before crypto rug pulls, before billion-dollar bubbles, there was one man whose name would define every scam that ever followed, a man who promised the world easy money and made people believe it. This is the rise and fall of Charles Ponzi, the man behind the first global Ponzi scheme. Charles Ponzi arrived in America in 1903 with $2.50 in his pocket and a promise he made to himself: "I will become a rich man." He scrubbed dishes, worked odd jobs, slept wherever he could. But Ponzi's mind wasn't built for labor. It was built for opportunity, for shortcuts, for the fastest road to success. He once said, "I always get myself in trouble trying to get rich too fast." And that was the truest description of his life. In 1919, Ponzi discovered something strange: a loophole in international mail called International Reply Coupons, or IRCS. These coupons could be bought cheaply in one country and redeemed for more expensive postage in another. It was legal, it was real, and on paper, it could make money. But Ponzi didn't see a small opportunity. He saw an empire. He told investors that he discovered a genius form of arbitrage, a guaranteed way to make massive profits with no risk. And the number he promised? 50% profit in 45 days, or 100% profit in 90 days. People didn't ask how. They asked where to sign. It started slowly. A few friends invested, then their friends. Then strangers lined up outside Ponzi's tiny Boston office. Within weeks, he was collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars. Within months, millions. He bought mansions, luxury cars. He walked through Boston like a king wearing the American dream as a crown. And for the first time in his life, Ponzi believed he wasn't lying. He truly thought he could make this work. But one truth sat in the shadows. There weren't enough IRC coupons in the entire world to match the amount of money he had taken. The math simply did not exist. His profits were coming from one place: new investors. He was paying old investors using the money of new ones. He just didn't know that history would one day call this structure a Ponzi scheme. By 1920, Ponzi was a celebrity. Newspapers praised him. Immigrants worshipped him. Politicians wanted photos with him. The entire city believed he discovered a secret path to fortune. People mortgaged their homes, sold their businesses, quit their jobs, all to invest in Ponzi. In 1920 alone, he collected almost $15 million, equal to hundreds of millions today. But there was one thing he feared, a single question: can we see the accounts? Because the accounts were empty. Journalists became suspicious, economists began asking questions, and the US government wondered, how is this man making money? A newspaper called the Boston Post launched its own investigation. They found something shocking. If Ponzi were telling the truth, he would need over 160 million IRCs to sustain the profits he promised. But there were only 27,000 in the entire world. The numbers exposed him. The scheme began cracking. Crowds turned into mobs. Investors demanded refunds. Banks froze his accounts. Ponzi tried to calm everyone. He wrote letters. He made speeches. But it didn't matter. The dream he sold was waking up. On August 12, 1920, the inevitable happened. Ponzi was arrested for fraud. Investigators revealed the truth. Ponzi owed investors $7 million and had only $4 million left. All from new investors, not profits. He had no secret investment, no legitimate business, no plan. Just hope, hype, and a promise too good to be real. When asked how he fooled so many people, Ponzi simply said, "Because I gave them exactly what they wanted, something for nothing." Ponzi spent years in prison, was deported back to Italy, then drifted through South America until his death in poverty in 1949. But his legacy? It exploded beyond him. Every scam using new investors' money to pay old investors, every get-rich-quick promise, every illusion of guaranteed profits would be tied to him forever. His name became a warning, a symbol, a red flag for humanity's oldest weakness, greed. In the end, Charles Ponzi didn't invent fraud. He just perfected it, packaged it, and sold it to the world as the American dream. And people bought it, because sometimes the most dangerous cons are the ones we want to believe.